Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Jamal. Good morning, Adam. Good morning, Becca. Good morning, Brad. G Money. Good morning, Marty. Good morning, Safe. Good morning. How you guys doing? Cash market opened. We're getting a run up. 200 and 100 are in sync on the long side, and we're pushing higher. We have a target. Target is 27. It's a 19,027 half. So let's go. Hey, Bounce Coin, how are you, buddy? Let's do it. All right, guys, hit the like button and let's get going on the day. All right, so we're gonna get a retest of Harmony Zone number 1 right now. Zone number 2 is in the 7770 area. So we're gonna post an order here. Pullbacks are viable on a swing trade basis. Yeah, they're testing it and they're reversed, and that happened fairly quickly too. We got a target. Target is 52 and a half. All right, speed, range, and behavior. Speed is moderate to slow, believe it or not, and range is contracting, contracting into retesting support levels. So there's not a lot of like push right now. So we took out the stops right above that 40 and just kind of came back in. The behavior right now is a pullback and a retest, and here comes the first. If they can film me, see how they're bouncing back. I mean, that's what I want to be part of, because that would have been just money made. Yeah, then it looks like I'm gonna miss this trade because I don't want the pullback now because if they bring it back in, it's gonna be, yeah. Look at that. That would have been beautiful. That would have been beautiful. But that's fine. Let's cancel this order and try again. All right, so the multiple that's a higher low. I mean, that should the 200 and the 100 are in sync on the long side, and that tells us that, hey, the market is firming up here, and we have another leg to the upside coming up with a target of 52 and a half. Let's take a look at ES right here. So ES, not a lot of rotations overnight. We have this captain setup that was a captain setup short that failed into a run up, a retest, ran up, a higher low, and now we have a target of 54.89 and a quarter. Good morning, Larry, and good morning, Stephen. And we are heading to our next target in ES, which is 54.69 quarter. And here comes NQ, hot and heavy. Hit our 50 target, and now we're getting to 77, and 77 is not too far away. So they ran the big stops above that 40. I mean, they tagged them the first time, pulled back, trapped some people, tested harmony zone number 2 multiple times. Kind of missed our order by like less than a point. Sheila, good morning. Almost hitting target. We're probably going to get a little bit of a pullback. Sneak. Target is hit. Target is hit. Next target is 102. 102. Good job, Larry. All right, and here comes a pullback. 26. Market is out of sync, but it's a push above 80 will get it back in sync, and we will be heading toward the next target, which is 102. Here comes that push. Was hoping to see a bit deeper pullback, but it's only 15 minutes. But you know, the observation so far that the market is orderly. None of this crazy 100-point moves in 2 seconds. Target is hit. Next target 127. 102 got hit. Next target is 127. Is it? Let me. Hey, David. Good morning, buddy. Let me check. I don't know. I haven't seen the emails yet. Push toward 127 and a half. All right, so they're running a special on Apex, 80% right now. Thank you, David. I appreciate it, David. Appreciate your support, and thank you for using the Harmony code. Hey, Steven. Yeah, good job, Adam. Good job. So here you go, guys. They're running the 80%. If if you are so inclined, get some. The push is for 127. So, I mean, what are we seeing? We're seeing this grinding behavior. The market is in sync on the long side, and it's just continuing to just put on a couple of candle pullback and running the price up. So that is, in many ways, is rolling over the shorts. What, did you hit a big one, Adam? Here you go. Winner, winner. You passed another one. So the only thing is just you see how we got to the 11th and came back in. That tells me that, you know, this is a distribution where they're gonna pull it back, run the stops under 76, and try to stabilize it under the 50. I mean that, yeah. I mean if they close it back up, then that's a different story. But there's a little bit of distribution going on here. Okay. We got 5 minutes to the top of the hour. I don't see much of news coming up for the day. Oh, wow. Potential captain set up short here. I mean, that could be an interesting behavior. I mean, I'm going to post an order right here and wait for that candle to close. And it's going to be a scalp. Just based on this candle closing down, that would be a captain setup short. We have a lot of distance between where we at and also the middle of the range, which is 50. So there's an opportunity for us to make a little bit of money. Maybe run if they run the stops under 74 into the 65, that would be a nice trade. And you're running into a whole number too. So a captain setup here has some value. Run the stops, please. It's probably is gonna go, but whatever. Yeah, so that's a two. It's basically a little bit better than 10 points. We'll take it. So now if this current candle goes down to 68 again, that would be a switch trade, and I have to get involved in that one as well. And that will put pressure on this market. Yeah, let's see here. This market is all over the place. They're trying to push this thing. It looks like it's gonna reverse, really. I've been patient a little bit with it. Here it goes. There's a lot of pressure here. I mean, they're struggling here a little bit, but we'll see. Yeah, they're struggling here against this captain setup and that 100 NT Rinko. So we'll see though. I'm just gonna give it a little bit of time. It's not like this market is crazy moving in crazy ways. I'll be back. All right, all right. I see what they did here. They put on a retest and they're running it up. And the next target is 152 and a half. 152 and a half. Target is 152. Here we go, a little bit of a pullback. Market is out of sync. We're getting a retracement. Let's see if we can get a decent retest here. ES is took out the stops and it's fading. Pullbacks are viable on a swing trade basis as long as we don't break anything under 554.44. Yeah, see that was the entry right there on that NQ at the 80. The first touch bases. Let's see what they want to do with it here. I mean, you have a bunch of stops sitting under that 60. We'll see if they retest the 80 again. Bit of a selling pressure coming in, a little bit more persistent pressure. Yeah, they're locking that 80. Look at that 80 again. Testing harmony zone number 2, first touch bases. That's your trade, Becca. I don't know if you jumped in. Come on, baby. Let's go. And yep. All right, let's see if we can find a pullback to buy into this thing. Because that's a solid reversal here. Plus you have this stop, another stop run above the 18 that you could catch that one and run it back up to 20. So let's see. It's a little bit fast. That's a bit. We don't want to see. We don't want to see a break below 86, and we're right there right now. That's fast. That's fast. That was a little bit fast here. That's something with news. Market reversed right here. There's some news in the market right here. Somebody pissed off somebody. All right. Wow. Here we go from orderly to criminal. Okay. Market reversed on the 200 and the 100. We're in the middle of the range. Let's see how far they want to go with it. We have a target now on 927. Okay, a switch trade short right here. Gotta stay safe. And target hit. Next target is 19,002 and a half. ES. Let's talk about ES quick. It's reversing. Target is 44. Oh man, that's some selling coming in. That's news driven, has to be. We went from orderly to target is 952. Hold on, guys. I gotta keep. I'll be back. All right, so I see the madness, and we hit target number 3, came back up, bounced back off Harmony Zone, the Globex band, and we're looking for a potential continuation trade. The market is out of sync and in the middle of the range, so you're gonna get a two-sided market here, and we're already having a two-sided market, but we'll see. So we're in Harmony Zone number 2. You have a bunch of stops above 40. If this candle closes lower, meaning 981.75, yeah, here we go again, trading that 19,000. Top end of that. Huh. Wow. They're coming back. Okay, so they reversed it. They reversed it. Good for them. Depression. Here we go. Bunch of stops above 40, so I mean they're most likely gonna run them up here a little bit. With this, the way the market is moving, I have a target of 52.5. Let's look at ES. ES reversed and retested. So we're gonna be pushing in ES, probably a couple more candles into 69.70, and we'll see what they do there. Seven half. Okay, so here we go. They're running it up. That's interesting. So the market is in sync on the long side, and we're looking for pullbacks to buy into this market here. I mean, if they come in, break the 19,000 and flush into the 80s, the 80s are a higher low. Hmm. Hit the 19,000 to the tick and bounce right back about 16 points. Okay. There you go. Market is out of sync and 25 and a quarter. I mean, they're testing on a first touch basis harmony zone number one. I mean, that's what they're doing. Let them flush the 19,000, get into I have an order there. Mm-mm. I mean, they keep bouncing. Come on. Oh boy. I mean, that's kind of what I was looking for. That little pop right there, plus a potential close above 7. That would have been sweet. Good Lord, that would have been sweet. I would have gotten rich on that one. I don't want it on the closure of this candle and a flush because that's gonna flush it. If they're gonna flush it, they're gonna flush it deeper into the 60s, probably 64 and a bounce, but I'll be facing a switch trade at that point. Well, I just have to kind of realize that I missed this trade. Steve, is mic on? Steven, okay, here we go. Turn them off. Thank you, G Money. Thank you, Money Genie, for subscribing. Yeah, that was a good one right there. No fill, canceling that order. Let's find the next one. Hey, money. 8:25 Central Time, and most times we finish at 11. There are days when the market is still volatile that we go a full session, but the majority of the time is 8:25 Central to 11 Central. And a run up to 52 and a half is the target. Let's go. Yeah. Oh yeah, I did. I missed it by like a point. I mean, they came right there and just popped it. See how big of a move that was? That would have been money. Big time money. Because that would, I mean, the entry is here, an ad. I mean, be honest with you, they gave me an opportunity to come in with this pullback and that, but I didn't take it at that point. Just left it alone. All right, money, you're in the right place, buddy. Let's make it happen. We're very hyper focused on trading here. So it's going to be all about signals, about market behavior, psychology. Um, I'm using the Harmony trading system to get involved in the market. If you have any questions, let us know. Yeah, no, that's a good point, Adam. I mean, that's another entry for me. I just was in it for uh, my entry was at 79 and a quarter, and in my opinion, that was like a premium entry as a retest of Harmony Zone number 2. And if I missed that, then yeah, I could have gotten in at the closure. I could have gotten in on the pullback. I just made a choice to not to take it. All right, Money Genie, here we go. You could use that link and sign in for a trial, and we will help you out. All right, so let's take a look. Okay, so we got another spat of news. It has to be, and then you got the market flip flopping all over the place. So just be careful here. Wow. Market is out of sync. And 116. Okay. Yeah, a whole lot of like if you look at the big picture, there's a whole lot of flip-flopping going on in the middle of the range. Like, see that? Switch trade. Market is pulling back. It's just, there's a lot of noise in the middle of the range. So what does that mean? That means really when it comes to speed, range, and behavior, the speed now is fast, range is contracting, and the behavior is most of the time is a two-sided market, which lends itself to scalping trades only. Here we go again to that 19,000. They've been liking that number. Here we go. That 19,000 hit. They hit it to the tick and boom, bounce again. That was a little bit fast, but that is a buy zone. And you get yourself a 33.75, then that would be an add zone. And then you have a run up into the 60s to the 80s, which is a target. So if they do that, and it has to start with a 34.5 reversal. Now, we don't want to see 980 because, we don't want to see 977.5 actually, to be exact, because that would produce a captain setup short on the 200 NT Renko. Here we go. And here we go again. I mean, we could look at this pullback as a buying opportunity. Nope. It's too deep. Too deep. Okay. All right. So let's keep reading this market. Let's keep reading it. The market is out of sync. It's a two-sided market. You're going to get a lot of noise in this area. Fake stop runs on both sides. They got you on that one. That one right here. It's tricky. I mean, it's not a bad trade in this area. It's just you're getting an above average noise due to the location of the 200 and the 100. Actually, we're literally sitting in the middle of the range. So now the fact that the market bounced back again here, testing harmony zone number 2. So now the pullback, we're still looking for that pullback to buy into it. We're trying to be super it's not like the market is expanding. The market is just contracting in the middle of the range and chopping people up, trying to build up stops on 80s and 970s. That's the big stop run right there. So if I want to do anything here, I'm more inclined toward the longs, but it's going to be a scalp only, and you know, I want to have better value. David, you know it. You know it. Let's go. We need a Trump tweet. That will shake things around. Stop run. You got another stop run here under 16. Look at how fast it's moving. That's the only thing. Market is moving fast. And that's a state of mind of people, G Money. Oh, I know bounce. That's why I'm staying the hell away. Ain't playing that. Ain't playing that. Yeah, this is a market where taking frequent breaks is a very, very good idea. So you don't start seeing things like, oh, it's a breakout. Oh, it's a breakdown. No, majority of the time they're just literally running stops just to bring him back in, and they're just trapping people left and right and center. So take a lot of breaks. On the top of the hour, 5 minutes. Every top of an hour, every half an hour, take a 5 minute break. Go walk away, do something else, get some water, walk your dog, cat, whatever. Get out of this screen. You'll thank me later. Yeah, it's noisy, buddy. Like I had one trade early on. That was about it. 210. All right, so they're taking out the stops right above that 50. That's good. We're getting a little bit of a push. Our ultimate target is 77 and a half. Remember to breathe, 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 breathe. Breathe and keep reading the market. At what point would we know that the market personality that exists right now changed? Anything under 977 will produce a captain setup short on the 200. So the shorts will become very active at that point. If you break anything above 80, 19,080, then you're clearing, what is this? Probably 40 minutes or more worth of consolidation. And you're taking out the stops above it. Now the pullback is what matters at that point. And see how well it holds, makes a higher low, then that will give us a lot of opportunity for longs. Anything in between, you're seeing the market not truly respecting. I mean, it is kind of respecting the middle of the range, but there's an above average choppiness there. So how do I handle it? Under trade, if I trade with the minimum number of contracts, and I have to take the direction of the 200 NT Rinko, which is long right now. It's long against that level that we talked about, which is the 77. So as long as that 77 holds, pullbacks are buyable on a scalping basis with the minimum number of contracts. And I'm better off just watching, be honest with you. And here comes my 5-minute break. I gotta go take it. Hey Juan, how are you? Good morning, buddy. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Um, Money Genie, doubled your account. Should you keep trading or done for the day? See that? See that little box, the red box that I have up there? What does it say? It says, I promise myself to be green and to be gone. You are green, my friend, be gone. Always leave when you're ahead. Don't overstay your welcome in the market. Make a habit out of winning and leaving. Win and leave. Okay, so we got something going on here. We got a captain set up short on the 100 NT Rinko. So that is something. A push into below 19,000 will set the stage for a 200 NT Rinko captain setup. So we got to watch for that. Yeah, we're trading in literally in the middle of the range. I mean, I see that captain setup on the 200 on the 100 NT Rinko. Look at that. That's a captain setup short, but it's smack in the middle of the range. Like there's no distance between this signal and the middle of the range, and that is a concern. I mean, the market is out of sync, and you got that setup going on. ES, let's see how ES is doing. ES is long, and it's just consolidating around the middle of the range. So there's no cohesion in this market. There's no cohesion. So, I mean, if I want to get involved in any shorts, I need to a minimum see a break below 19,000 and a flush that will take the 90. And that will get us into a state that the market can support a short. Or you break the 19,080, and that's a market that would support the long. Plus, you're breaking that captain setup. So, patience is a trade in this market, really is. The beauty of this market, though, that if you have a style of trading where you could accumulate against the stop runs, then this type of market that's not going anywhere, you could make some money in. But I'd like to see a little bit more momentum out of this market. All right, so across the board, how's everybody doing? Where are we at? Adam, Becca, Brad, G Money, David. Good luck on your evaluation. Apex is running 80%. I'm gonna actually change that code. I need to change that code. All right, it's a switch trade. Okay, well, that's something. I know liquidity. I just really annoying. Here you go, Joseph. Yeah, this market is. I mean, at least they're putting on a signal here, and they're breaking this captain setup on the this consolidation breakout. They start breaking 63. We'll start picking up some momentum in this market. Why is that? I mean, it's an evaluation, I'm assuming. So you should be able to, have you activated it and all the stuff? I mean, do you see it on your dashboard? Did you just sign up for it just now? So they're taking out the stops right above it, 62. Let's see here. Pull back. right, the target is 77 and a half. Going there right now. I mean, we came within a tick of closing that target, and they're pulling back right here. So just watch out. You don't want to see 42. I think the way the market behaved here, it's gonna blow this 80 and start migrating to the 100. But we'll see. Okay. Yeah, I've heard that they're a little bit slow on activating those accounts. I'm assuming it's an evaluation account, right? Because the evaluation account should be coming up, like they should be almost instant. PAs sometimes they have delays. Okay, so they hit. Next target is 102, 102 and a half. 102 and a half. Steven is up 400. That's good. Good job, buddy. That's nice. And now we're starting to get speed. Okay, that's good. We're starting to clear that area. Pullbacks are buyable on a swing trade basis with a target of 102. We'll reevaluate that idea if we start breaking anything under 19,020. That's the bottom end of the captain setup long on the 70 NT Rinko. And realistically, 40s, if we start breaking 40s, that will put me on hold from trying to be long. I mean, bigger picture, you're looking at a break above 78. So there's a bunch of stops that they rolled over. ES has been holding, and that's the really the clue for today. Is we'd rather be long because ES just kept holding its bid on a higher low basis, and the market just kind of kept inching higher and higher and higher. $65, and they're breaking. Okay, so they're bringing that back in. Hmm. Let them run it. Let them run it. Here we go. Go back to 60. trying to flush it here. I mean, there's a lot of stops right under that level, but we'll see. I mean, if they break it back to that 53, then that would get us back into buying this thing. I mean, right here is a scalp back up. Here comes a reversal. Let's see if they can go up to 45. They should be able to go to 45. So they just took out the stops. That's all they did. Now the market's back in sync. That's all they did. Took out the stops from the top end of the market, brought it in, took out the captain setup stops, and boom. I'm keeping my powder dry. All right, my 5-minute break. Let's go. I'll be back. All right, we're back. We're back. So what did we miss? Nothing. They run it up. They came back, took that off, and took that. Put a switch trade here. It's brutal. Yeah, I know. Liquidity. It's just they're just trapping. They're literally trapping the middle of the range, and running the stop and bringing the market in for the bottom end of the stop. They take that one, flip it back up. So kind of early on figured out that when speed, range, and behavior, speed is slow, range is contracting, behavior is churning around the middle of the range, rather be long than short. However, under trading this market is the best option so far. We'll put one trade in. And we're waiting on the next signal. Be green and be gone. If you find yourself up money in this market, congrats. And guess what? Make sure you leave a winner. Hey, Diego. Tough PA, very, very much so. But you know what? Days like that will teach you discipline, teach you patience, and it teaches you really hyper focus on understanding the price before you jump in. So when the market becomes very, very volatile, and it's going to go through a period where it's just trying to relax to find out what's next, and so we're having a day like that, and that's fine. We've seen this before. Market is retesting harmony zone number 1. Well, that's super disciplined then. Good for you. Trying to recognize that top a day is not an easy thing, because when the market kind of condition you to start thinking, oh my God, look at the volatility, then you're watching paint dry today. I was like, okay, where did that come from? Yeah. Breathe, breathe, breathe. All right, so so took out the stops for literally right under 19,000, and they're pushing it back to the middle of the range. In the middle of the range, they'll try to trap people, getting them short, then they'll run it back, up to 40. If they break 98.75, then that's something to get short into. But till they do that, they've been really trapping people who do a trend continuation. So I'm going to assume that that's what they're going to do here too, and I'm just going to leave it alone, and I'll watch what they do once they run it up past the 40. So if they do that, then we got something that we play around with, or they break under 19,000 again. Why? Where you going, G Money? Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, man, you're gonna be missed. Taken off for that long of a period, but enjoy your trip, buddy. Enjoy it. Makes sense. Makes sense. Man, I'm about to go on a nice trip to Honduras, to Roatan, scuba diving, a bunch of other things. I'm looking forward to a little bit of relaxation myself. Yeah, enjoy yourself, man. Yeah, Diego, it's the hardest thing in trading. Literally, it's the hardest thing, is to sit and do nothing. But it's actually one of the most profitable trades, actually. Do nothing saves you a lot of money. But it has to be for a reason, right? It's not like you're not trading just because you're scared of the market. You're not trading because recognizing an environment that is not. Here we go. Yeah, but watch. Yeah, be careful, Adam, man. You've done. Oh, hold on. Okay, so that is something that we may be interested in here. 1675. If we can get 1675 and see if this market can, because they're trying to test the whole number. So you don't want to be short in the whole number, but that's a railroad short. Yeah, that's. Let me see here. 1675. The market, if we end up breaking, yeah, here we go. Yeah, we don't want to be short at a whole number. 17 half. Here we go. It's a trap area. Yeah, this type of market. Okay. Now you're balancing around a whole number. If you look at the 200, we're in the middle of the range after you have a switch trade. Like really, this market should have been up and testing 150, and we're struggling here. So we gotta see more price action out of this. Like you could even tell from the like how many rotations overnight. Like we had 1, 2, and we're in the 2.5, like almost a third rotation. This market has been doing 20 rotations overnight. So now you reduce that to 2.5 or 3 rotations. Like most people are losing their, you know what, trading this price action. You don't get active in this. Just let the market either break, at a minimum, break the 100 or break Globex for momentum to pick up. Yeah, that's good that you figured it out, G Money. I'm gonna upgrade my memory too. I'll get it up to 64 because I'm streaming on YouTube. I'm streaming on Zoom. I'm streaming on Twitter. I'm Facebook, Meta, everywhere. I need more of everything. Here we go. They're grinding it down. You have a bunch of stops sitting under 970. They can go pick those off. Market is in sync on the short side. Rallies are shortable on a swing trade basis with a target of 977. And then we have targets lower as well. That's a little bit of a burst. Trying to shake some shorts above a whole number. Shorts do not want to see 2850. Ooh, that is spicy. Look at that sneaky ass move. Captain set up long on the 100 NT Rinko, and they're doing it in the middle of the range. Again, look what happened last time. They put a captain set up short in the middle of the range and just slapped people around and then brought it back up. So they're trying to, right here, that sets me up for going long, and we'll see. I need to see more price action. So the market is giving us mixed messages across the board. I mean, like the 200 saying okay, go short, the 100 saying go long, and the 70 is testing a resistance area, right? So what do we do with all that information? It's a market out of harmony. Out of harmony, we'll stick around, ask for more information. So there's stops on above 66. I mean, there is a move. That little burst above a whole number and the follow through. Okay. Why? If we go to 19,080, that will set me up for pullbacks being buyable again, but this time around, it will have a lot more base. The base is set in many ways because you have on the 200, 1, 2, and 3. That means three switch trades in a row, and you broke the 80s, right? That's the first thing. So you have this switch, this signal, and the third signal, all of them telling you the same thing, go long. Plus, you have this captain setup, and you ran up the stops. So that is going to be a pivot point for the remainder of the day. So that range between 26 to 85 is going to be a range protecting any price pullback. Okay, so but you have to break 80. That's the bottom line. If we break out the 80, then the scenario on the long side is just gonna gather so much strength, and then when they start picking off the stop above it, you're gonna see speed and momentum. But they have to do it. If they don't do it, they don't do it. Then that idea is no longer in play. Now you're hitting the top end of that range. You hit harmony zone number 2, which is resistance, and you're pulling back. Okay. So I know my areas that are actionable is above 80. The longs will gather significant strength and momentum and a base. You go break the 19,000 again, then you're literally chewing to that captain setup that started this, and you have a bunch of stops under 77, and they will go and just flush everybody under it. And we'll see if we can find an entry short in that scenario. Anything in between, I mean, you could scalp it, but you know, just the 5-10 points, 5-10 points, 5-10 points. See what you can get. I'll keep my powder dry and wait. Now the market is in sync on the short side. Here it comes again. Keep reading this market till something sticks out. And we're almost done with the morning. Well, I promised myself to be green and be gone, so that's one thing. And the quote of the day, here you go. This is Marcus Aurelius. Why that? Marcus Aurelius quote. It says, "What are you afraid of losing when nothing in the world belongs to you?" So that's the quote of the day. You guys on Zoom, you're not seeing that, but it's on YouTube. Now there's another scenario here also that is super good, is if we end up closing at 66 right now on this behavior right here, because that would be a captain setup switch trade long, and then the 80 can come in quicker, and then the blow above 100 and momentum will start picking up faster. A captain setup switch trade, it's excellent. I mean, it's one of the biggest signals we have here. You see it on the smaller terms, on the bigger terms. Whenever you see it, yeah, it's start getting busy. So let's see if they end up doing that. If they do it, I'm a player. Nvidia, yes, 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 yes. We talked about Nvidia before, man. We did good on that trade. That was a nice one. That's all I gotta say. Picked off 94, ended up selling into the close of the following day. Uh, got rid of a bunch of it around 113 and a half, and some on 114, and I left some for a bigger move. But let's take a look at that. Yeah, look at that. They're perking that thing up again. All right. To me, I'm looking to buy the panic. I'm not looking to buy the run-ups. So I'm looking to just sell the run-ups because the environment is fairly volatile, and on a dime, one bad headline, one bad tweet, and this thing would be kissing the 80s again. Okay, so when I look at this, you got the 120s as a destination to this price action. Because if the market will stabilize and the headlines are moderate to not panicky, then 121 as a retest is going to happen, fairly soon, and we can go from there. I'm not buying that. I'm looking for something similar to what they did here, where they just sold and panicked. And it all depends what you want to do. I mean, if are you buying it for your long-term portfolio, then that's one thing. You're looking for these pullbacks and dips as a buy it and forget it. If you're just trading it, also these kind of pullbacks are something you could just buy and flip within a couple of days and make some money. Okay, here we go. We're gonna get 66.75. Yeah, so Captain startup switch trade on ES, and this will lead to buy signals on pullback. I'm looking for the buy in right now. And the stop on that idea is 28. So I just need a pullback though. And I hope they just don't run it into the 80 and just take it off, because sometimes they just do that. Does that make sense to you, Sheila? So where we at right now is like literally the middle of the range on Nvidia. You have above it a big target 121, and below it is the panic prices of below 100 into the 90s and the 80s. So the price is trying to build stops on both sides of that market and waiting for a headline. So I don't want to be part of that group of traders that are just waiting. I rather the market make a decision and either panic, then I'll buy. And I have enough of it right now to where if they start getting greedy and they start running it up, I can sell into them and then look for a spot where it's overextended and then make another decision. Here comes that 80. I mean, they're inching their way up there. And we have the captain setup switch trade. We need to just a pullback, though. We can't just jump in anywhere. Hey, David. What's up, buddy? I'm almost like one and done today. And when the market is grindy like this, it always favors the longs. Well, I don't never want to talk in absolutes, but it favors the longs. Not always, because I've seen markets where the market just grind lower, and it's in slow and methodical. I've seen those markets too. So we're about to hit the 80s and start picking up some steam. I think so too, Diego. Absolutely. I wonder what PW or Alpine or Nutty Bar, how they're doing today. I haven't looked. Man, that's every day for me. Every day is a blessing. Okay, so it's 11 o'clock. It's 11:06. At a minimum, I gotta take my 5 minute. Nut is green, up on red. Yeah. Let me go do my 5 minute break. I'll be back. If something changes, we'll play it. If it's still slow like this, then I may just kind of call it a day. Take my money, run. But let me take my 5 minute break. Come back. All right, guys. So not much. Not much. They needed to close it above, and they got there, came back. So still, this area of a captain setup switch trade is still a good one for a run up on pullbacks. The price action is slow. I'm just gonna call it a day here and try tomorrow. But you know, one last thing before the rotation, and let's go back and look at it because this is really important actually. The 28. So as long as the 28 holds, this candle on this pullback, and we at pullback we really tested well, by the way, we should be seeing 80 and a punch up to 100, and we should see that within next 15 minutes to half an hour, or if things spice up, maybe right now. But anyway, so that's it for me. We're up a little bit of money, 210. I'll take it and run. And we'll see you on the next one. Yeah, take care, Diego.